Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm here with Myles Bullen and April Hartman of Apes of State. They're in Bangor today to do a performance at the Bangor Area Recovery Network, and it's part of their Go Back to Rehab tour. Guys, thanks for joining us this morning.
It's so good to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you made the drive up super early this morning. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So what is the Go Back to Rehab tour?
The Go Back to Rehab tour was originally this idea that April and I had to do our normal music tour where we play at clubs and things at night, but during the day we play at rehabs and recovery centers and offer just like free performances for people who may resonate with what we're singing about. We're both people in long-term recovery, and we found each other through that and realized that like we wanted to give back.
Yeah, so this is for folks who are sober or maybe sober curious type of deal? Yeah.
Sure, but also anyone's welcome.
Cool.
Yeah, as long as it's not a closed event.
Right. Right. So you guys have a lot of experience doing this. I saw that you've performed at the Warped Tour and on TEDx stages, and you've done like 300 concerts in the past 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So you guys know what you're talking about. So it's going to be music and also a discussion. Am I right?
Yeah, so today we're going to be at the Barn, which is the Bangor Recovery Center, and it's an open to the public show. We're going to do like an hour's worth of music, and then we'll have like a Q&A where folks can ask us anything they want and talk about recovery and mental health.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. What made you guys want to do this work?
So I got sober in 2014, and a big part of my recovery has been using music as an outlet and a coping mechanism. So I picked up guitar while I was in treatment, started learning covers, using it as a way to pass the time and get through a moment. And then I started writing my own songs about it, and it kind of spiraled into my full-time job now, where I tour. And it's been great. And I make a point to talk about my sobriety at all of our shows, because I want people that are in recovery or just affected by addiction in some way to feel welcome. And that's how I ended up meeting Myles. We played like one of the biggest shows we played in 2022. And I talked about being sober on stage, and Myles happened to be at that show and didn't know us beforehand, and then we became friends because of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of, that encapsulates how you kind of got into it too.
Yeah, so we did a bunch of shows. We started this tour in Florida like a week and a half ago, and we've been driving all the way up to Bangor as our final stop.
Wow.
So from West Palm, Florida to Bangor. And some of the shows we did were like private rehabs, you know, like more medical facilities. But today is like an open kind of it's sort of a hybrid where it's open to the public, anyone can come, it's free, all ages. And people in recovery who are like actively using the space will also be there. So it's a great way to kind of like blend the communities of people who may not be sober, but like maybe want to support people in recovery.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that you guys were able to make time to come on the show today. You must be exhausted and ready for a break, but it sounds like great work you guys do. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Of course. We'll send it over to Devin Biggs for our full weather forecast.
Yeah.